Welcome to our channel Management Accounting Made Easy. This is part 2 of relevant costing. Here we are going to see relevant cost for materials. So we'll see the company already has this material in stock, but it has no further use. So we'll look at this one with a small example. XY Limited has 75 kilograms of copper in stock, bought it for £345. So if you look at this £345, the company has already paid it. So that is a sunk cost. So we all know sunk cost is not a relevant cost. So this £345 is not relevant. Now we'll continue with the question, which has no further use in any of XY's products. The current market price is £3.50 per kilogram of copper and the scrap value is £3 per kilogram. So if the company is not going to use this copper for this contract, the company is going to scrap this copper. So if the company, when they scrap this copper, they will get only £3 per kilogram. Now we'll again continue with the question. A new contract requires 50 kilograms of copper. So what cost should be charged to the new contract for copper? The main purpose of relevant costing, if you overcharge, you will lose that contract. And at the same time, if you underprice, again the company will lose. So that's why we need to charge the correct pricing. So if we look at the relevant cost of copper for the new contract is 50 kilograms times it by the scrap value £3. So that is £150. So the conclusion here is, if material in stock which has no further use, then the relevant cost of material will be the scrap value. Here we are going to see the material is in stock, but this material is regularly used by the company. So what price can the company charge for these type of material? So again, we look at this example. XY Limited has 75 kilograms of copper in stock, bought it for £345. We all know £345 is a sunk cost and which is not relevant. Now we'll continue with the question, which is regularly used by XY Limited. The current market price is £5.50 per kilogram of copper. A new contract requires 50 kilograms of copper. So what cost should be charged to the new contract? Now, if the company used this copper for this new contract, the company had to buy it for £5.50 for its regular use. So if you look at this £5.50, which is more expensive compared to the original price paid by the company. So if you look at the original price, £345 divided by 75 kilograms, so that is £4.60. So the company wouldn't want to lose that money. So the relevant cost of copper for the new contract here, because the company is using this copper regularly for its own production, so we have to charge the market price. So 50 kilograms times 550 is £275. So if you look at the conclusion, if material in stock which is regularly used by the company, then the relevant cost of material will be the current market price of the material. So we'll see this example called Project Limited. So we'll quickly have a look at this question. Project Limited is evaluating a new construction project that requires steel and cement. Cement is regularly used by the company in its normal projects. So from our previous example, we know if a material is regularly used by the company, then we have the relevant cost of that material is the current purchase price. But steel is no longer used by the project. Again, we know if a material is no longer used by the company, the relevant cost of that material is the scrap value or the current resale price. So the question is, what is the total relevant cost of materials for this project? Now they have given a table stating the quantity needed, quantity in stock, original cost, which is the sunk cost, so which is not relevant. So we can ignore the original cost, and also they have given the current purchase price and current resale price. So we can calculate the total relevant cost of these materials. Here we are going to calculate the total relevant cost of cement and steel. Okay, so I have copied the data from the question. So we'll see. Steel, the question said the steel is no longer used by the company. So we know the relevant cost of steel is the current resale price. Whatever quantity of steel in stock, we have to charge the current resale price or the scrap value. And the any remaining quantity needed, we can buy it from the market. So if you look at the quantity required steel, 550 kilos. But in stock, they have only 150. So the relevant cost of that steel is going to be that 150 kilos in stock, we have to charge the current resale price of £2.75 per kilo. Plus the remaining 400 kgs, we have to buy at the price of £3 per kg. So the total relevant cost is going to be £1,600 because 150 times 275 plus 400 times 3. Now we'll look at the cement. Cement, which is regularly used by the company. No matter you have quantity in stock or no, you have to charge the current purchase price. So which is 200 bags times £4.50, that is the current purchase price. So the total relevant cost of cement is 900. So if you look at the total cost of those materials is steel 1600 plus the cement 900, so which is £2,500. Here we are going to see another different type of relevant cost of material. So we look at this example. The same Project Limited is evaluating another contract which requires 750 litres of cream colour paint, which is regularly used by Project Limited. So that regularly used is a key point here. 125 litres of paint is already in stock, which was purchased last month at a total price of £275. Since last month, the price of paint has increased by 1.5%. Calculate the total relevant cost of paint for the new contract. Now, because the paint is regularly used by the company, the relevant cost of the paint is the market price. Okay, but the market price we need to calculate the market price. So the price has increased by 1.5%. So we need to first calculate what was the original price paid. So the original price per litre is £275 divided by 125 litres. So that is £2.20. This was the original price. Now the question says the paint price has increased by 1.5%. So the new price is going to be £2.20 plus 2.20 times 1.5%. So that is 1.5 divided by 100. Or another quick way is £2.20 times 101.5. Okay, that is the total increase divided by 100. Either way, you will get £2 and 2.233 per litre. So the new price is going to be £2 and £2.233 pence per litre. So the relevant cost of paint for the new contract is going to be 750 litres times 2.233. So that is 1,674.75 pence. We'll see this example. Project Limited has 125 kilograms of gypsum in stock. The following information about the gypsum is given below. So they have given the book value, scrap value, and the replacement cost. So the book value, scrap value, and the replacement costs are given. Project Limited has been asked to quote for a new contract which requires 110 kilograms of gypsum. This gypsum can be converted into plaster at a cost of 75 pence per kilogram, which could be used in its regular use. So they can convert this gypsum into plaster at a cost of 75 pence per kilogram, and they can use this for their normal use, which is currently costing £5 per kilogram. So if they're going to buy this plaster in the market, that will cost them £5 per kilogram. Calculate the relevant cost of gypsum for this contract. Now, if you look at this question, for this company, they have two possible options. Option one, either they can scrap the gypsum and they will get £125 per kilogram, or they can convert it into plaster. So these two options are available if they don't use it in the new contract. So because they are using plaster in their regular use, so if they convert it into plaster, the company can save £4.25 per kilogram, because the market price of plaster is £5. But if they convert this gypsum into plaster, it's going to cost them 75 pence per kilogram. So by converting this gypsum into plaster, this company can save £5, take away the 75 pence, which is £4.25 per kilogram. So the relevant cost of gypsum is going to be the savings of £4.25 times it by 110, which is £467.50. So here we are going to see if the material is a limiting factor. So if the material is a limiting factor, that means the material is regularly used by the company, but which is in short supply. then the relevant cost will include the lost contribution, which is the opportunity cost from the regular use of the material. Because the material is in short supply, so if the company used that particular material for a specific contract, then they will lose the contribution from the existing contract. So here, the opportunity cost of material, that is the contribution foregone, will become relevant cost because the material is in short supply. But we have to be very careful when doing a question, because if the question says the material is readily available in the market, mean that the material is not in short supply. Okay, so the material is readily available in the market, so that means the material is not in short supply. So you don't need to take the lost contribution or opportunity cost into account because the material is readily available in the market. So if the company uses this material for this specific contract, they can replace this material. So we are going to see an example. The material is readily available in the market. Still, the question will give you the contribution from that material. So we have to be very careful. We have to ignore the contribution foregone. We are going to look at this example 4 of Project Limited. So we'll have a quick look at the question. Project Limited has been approached by a customer for a special order. The order would require 150 bags of cement, which is regularly used by the company and readily available in the market. So the company can buy any amount of cement bags because they are readily available in the market. The company has 72 bags in inventory. The original cost of that cement bag was £3.35 per bag. So we know the original cost is not relevant. The current market price is £4.25 per bag. Cement is regularly used by the company and each bag will yield a contribution of £2.50. The question is, what is the relevant cost of cement for this special order? Okay. The cement bags are regularly used by the company. So even though the cement bags are regularly used by the company, they can be replaced because they're readily available in the market. So we don't need to consider the contribution of £2.50 here because cement is not scarce here. Cement bags are readily available. So we have to ignore the opportunity cost or the contribution lost per bag. So the relevant cost of cement is 150 bags times it by the market price of £4.25. So it will be £637 pounds and 50 pence. We are going to look at one final example under relevant cost of material. So we'll look at the question. The special order mentioned in the previous example requires 95 square meters of timber, which is regularly used by Project Limited. And the usual market price is £7.30 per square meter. The company has 125 square meters in stock, but it would require 85 square meters of this for its immediate use. The remaining timber would not be required in the near future. The company's existing supplier's earliest delivery time would be 4 weeks. An alternative supplier could be found for the immediate delivery with a cost of £7.45 per square meter. So here, even though the timber is regularly used by the company, at the moment they have 125 square meter in stock, but they need 85 square meter out of that. So 40 square meters of this timber is going to be in inventory with no immediate use. So the company can use the whatever leftover timber now, and they can replace it later on. Okay. Calculate the relevant cost of timber for this contract. Now, the company, as I mentioned before, can use the remaining timber, which is 125 square meters, take away the 85 square meters, which is the 40 square meter timber in stock for this special order. And the remaining 55 square meters, they can buy it at a higher price of £7.45. So the relevant cost of timber here is going to be 40 times £7.30 plus 55 times £7.45. So the relevant cost is going to be £701.75. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. I'll see you with part 3 of relevant costs.